So I think the Mexican Grand Prix is exactly what Daniel Ricciardo needed. 2022 has been a horrible year for him, with him struggling to perform in the McLaren and being off the pace of teammate Lando Norris. But we saw some of the old Daniel back at the last race, with him pulling off some great overtakes throughout the Grand Prix and having the speed to finish best of the rest in 7th. It's performances like this that are going to help his future following his departure from McLaren at the end of this season, and now Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff has revealed more about what's happening with Daniel. And on top of that, it looks like there could be more developments around Mick Schumacher's future. But before we begin, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe for more Formula 1 content. And you can follow me on Twitter at James_Formula1 and there'll be a link in the description. Now there's no doubt the Haas car needs improving. Whilst it started off the season well, as the season's gone on the team have lost pace compared to rivals, and overall it's not the season the team will have wanted. So given where the car is, it's going to be difficult for drivers Kevin Magnussen and Schumacher to score points every race. But overall Magnussen has had the better season, with him ahead of Schumacher in the drivers' standings. Now Mick has shown flashes of speed, with strong points finishes in Silverstone and Austria, but he's often finished outside of the points. And I don't think what's helped Schumacher is that there were big shunts in Saudi Arabia, Monaco and Japan this year, which has cost the team a lot of money. Now as we know, Schumacher has been driving for his future in the second half of the season. His contract is up at the end of this year, and team boss Gunther Steiner has made it clear that it's a 50-50 chance as to whether Mick stays or not, and former F1 driver Nico Hülkenberg has been the driver tipped to replace Schumacher, with Steiner having said in October that he was in talks with the German. Now Hülkenberg is currently the Aston Martin reserve driver, but the team on the day of making this video has issued a press release stating current Mercedes reserve Stoffel van Dorn is now joining the team as a test and reserve driver. And what you also have to remember is that Aston Martin has also brought Formula 2 champion Felipe Drugovich to its driver development program, and in turn is becoming one of the team's reserve drivers. Now given this news and Hülkenberg being on Haas's radar, it may all indicate that Hülkenberg has been given preference at Haas and could be replacing Schumacher in 2023. Of course he could still remain part of Aston Martin or even be out of his way of F1 altogether, but in my opinion, I do think he'll be taking Schumacher's Haas seat in 2023. But that doesn't mean it's over for Mick, with him having been linked to a drive with Audi ahead of their 2026 entry, and if you want to find out more, I'll leave a link to a video in the description. Now I think it's pretty clear that Daniel won't be on the F1 grid next year, with him looking at an opportunity for 2024, and despite seeing some of the old Ricciardo back in Mexico, his priority is staying in the sport as a reserve next year, feeling that some time away after what's been a bad year overall for him will do him good. He told Sky F1, "I feel like a bit of time away from a race seat will do me good, and then try to rebuild on something for 2024. I'm certainly talking to teams, but I still want to obviously keep a foot in the door, as I said, for 2024. Now Ricciardo has been linked with a move back to his former team Red Bull. He secured 7 wins with the team between 2014 and 2018, and overall was a very solid driver for them. He's also been linked with Mercedes as well, and team boss Toto Wolff has said that having Daniel Ricciardo would be an advantage. He was quoted by Motorsport Total as saying, "Daniel was talking to a few teams about a possible role, including Red Bull. We appreciate him as a great character, but we're not yet in a position to say who our third driver will be. He's been around for a long time, knows these cars inside out. That can be an advantage." Now remember, Mercedes do need reserve drivers. Nick de Vries left to drive for AlphaTauri next season, and Van Dorn is taking up the same role with Aston Martin next year. So whilst there are links with Red Bull, it appears a deal with Mercedes could be getting closer. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care